Hey everybody, I hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to Let's Play Siralim Ultimate. This episode we're just gonna keep going, however, I will say that on reflection, the last couple episodes are maybe a bit too much. I was being a bit too ambitious, saying that we're gonna fight another boss and a false god in every single episode. Just because it gets to be a bit too long, and I feel like when the session goes much longer than an hour, it starts to get more mentally draining. So I'm gonna probably bring that back down to about an hour max. At least that's what I'll aim for. And I guess it's not that bad for the viewer. You can just, if it feels too long, you can watch at, quadruple speed. You could skip ahead. But as the person who's playing it in real time, there's a danger that you'll just burn yourself out if you don't give yourself enough of a break from the game as well. So, yeah, going forward, we'll limit it, or we'll try to limit it to about an hour per episode. Admittedly, last episode was unusually draining because we had the Furness fight. We lost the first time, that's always annoying. And then, the stress of fighting him again, and then Xantai having the same nonsense for us as well. It was just a bit too much. This episode, we do have a Nebodar boss fight to start off with. He is going to have dodge chance, which is annoying. Rapid fatigue, which actually helps us. We'll do more damage quicker. And some hidden realm properties, which we will soon see what they are. We will, of course, do this in the Arachnid Nest, which is a good place to fight. Not just because of what the realm does, like you can snare the boss. You can blight the boss, just in case he has a healing. In this case, it doesn't actually seem that bad. I think we'll be fine. Extra traits, of course, are gonna be very annoying. 9 enemies in the realm as well. 9 enemies in the realm as well. Hopefully these extra traits don't cause too much of an issue. Oh yeah, and our yeah, you know what, we'll take 3 debuffs. Our oh god, our fortune bonus is also rock bottom right now. Actually, it's probably at 20%. Because we did lose against Furness, and it reset our bonus down to 0, but we'll get it back up. I guess we're making him immune to indirect damage, so we're not going to be able to kill him with the, the woe damage by doing feign death. And ooh, these guys are going to give us extra items. Perhaps even something special once they figure out whether they want to live or die. I guess they just came here just to give us these extra items, and some garbage is going on due to some resurrection synergy that they had going on. And despite the enemy dodge chance, Meraxis landed a couple lucky hits, but we'll kill you with we'll just do this. We'll just do this. And that has ended the battle. What do we get? Well, an okay netherstone to crush into piety later on. Yeah, sure, we can start the boss at the top of the timeline. We're pretty confident fighting this guy, because we know we can snare him and just generally keep him locked down. 6 more enemies, and the master, of course. The masters in this realm, I think most, if not all of them, we will have beaten to level 10 and beyond. so we won't be getting achievements from them anymore, but we will still be getting the mastery bonuses, which go all the way to level 50, I believe. So there's a lot of masters to kill. I think 7,150 in total. And then I'm not sure what happens beyond that. Probably masters just stop spawning inside realms, if I had to guess. Okay, why are they occasionally just dying? Is it the bleed damage? Is it something else? It's possibly something related to one of their traits. Okay, there we go, we'll take that. So our boss is immune to attack damage, is immune to spell damage, but does also have dodge chance, which is gonna be a bit of an issue, but we should still be fine. This guy we're gonna have to basically just chunk down like this. Because, yeah, dodge chance is gonna make it annoying. There we go. Grab this, grab that. 5 more enemies. And hopefully we find some nice nemesis creatures, give us a chance at extra loot. Enemies burst out, I don't mind, that just means extra favor with Regalis. And occasionally we get treasure from those these large egg objects as well. Like this! Trait? I mean, as if on cue, we find a trait netherstone. What the hell is empowered soul sacrifice? Okay, I don't think spell details is gonna, because it technically isn't granting a spell, it's granting a trait which grants a spell, so this time we are gonna have to manually look up what the hell soul sacrifice does. Soul rage, soul offering, what? No. What? Am I? Spirits? Oh, what was the name of the spell? Have I? Or is it a spell that we haven't, that we need to buy from some special location? So yeah, soul sacrifice. I'm not seeing a soul sacrifice in the list. I'll look one more time in this. If not, I will look it up. Yeah, because we have, it goes straight from soul rage to spirit offering. Alright, let me look it up on let me Google it. Siralim ultimate spells soul sacrifice. What does this do? It is, of course, a death spell. What is soul sacrifice? Your creature's health is set to 70%. It's a really weird spell. I guess it affects the enemy as well, but yeah, I don't foresee us using this one. Another one to just crush up into piety later on. Where the hell is my reincarno? There it is. Ooh, was there an elemental in this guy's party? There. It looked like it. Alright. We might as well take this as well. And I think we're done buffing the false god. This is our master for the realm, the Might Master. I think I might have incorrectly called... oh, this is the Arachnolisk Master, right. But speaking of the Might Master, I was gonna say, I might have incorrectly called mites, insects. I think they are actually arachnids. Similar to, I assume, the arachnolisks. At least their name suggests something to that effect. Nice. Archangel. I think we can just do a single... No, we can't do a single cast Rabbit Dementia because they have dodge chance. So instead, we just entangle some more roots. And we'll try and kill them. We'll do a double cast Clayman, and then we'll try and kill them with indirect damage. Where are you? Yeah, keep casting a Clayman. And yeah, I guess just keep doing it. And now the Dreadwhite can do Feign Death. And now we can do Star Pact. Outstanding. Arachnolisk Mastery now to level 11. No achievement for it, but we are still gaining Mastery, which is just generally a good thing to have. These guys are gonna suck. In fact, I don't... If they're gonna be protected, then they don't deserve any extra traits. So, let's get rid of them. And I guess it wasn't that bad in the end. I think largely because that one guy mysteriously took a bunch of damage early on. Alright, we'll deal with you quickly. Yeah, I'm not sure why these guys are... Oh, right, the realm. I'm gonna probably keep forgetting this. We have a realm property that when we collect the small spider eggs, then in the next battle, one random enemy, in the next normal as a non-boss battle, one random enemy will be killed, and then that can trigger a bunch of good stuff. There is also an anointment that does the same thing, and I feel like it would be a great anointment to have. I don't remember which class had it. So we can try to get ourselves that at some point. Ooh, and there's the false god already. We can definitely run in there, but before we go, let's just take a look around, find our buried treasure, get our last buff, get even more defense out of it. And is there anything down here that we've left behind? I feel like I'm generally pretty good at clearing realms in an efficient way as I go, but sometimes, you know, you get distracted and then like you leave a thing that you need to collect. You gotta go really out of your way, and it can be a bit of an ordeal. Are you gonna... You didn't even land a single hit, that's okay. Because we can just do that. Kill you off, alright. Grab this. And nothing in that chest means we are basically ready to go for the boss. Yes, we are. Should be a straightforward fight as long as we survive the first couple turns. Yeah, we've seen your dialogue before, no need to dwell on that. We're gonna have some debuffs to get rid of. And he is savagely beating our Dreadwhite, but we're largely fine. So Antidote, whoever can cast it, should cast Antidote. Hopefully we don't lose too many turns. And we're already clearing some of our debuffs. Once again, our Dreadwhite is frozen, which I do not like. Are there any other important debuffs that we need to get rid of? No, just the ones that are basically always there. So with Meraxis, I think we're gonna entangle some roots. We're gonna start building ourselves up on the second go around. Okay, our spell gems are sealed after casting. Ooh boy. Is that a thing in the realm? No, it's a thing that mysteriously just happened to this one spell. Alright. Good to know. So I don't know if you have infinite casting yet. So with that in mind, just do an Archangel, I guess. Is the Dreadwide gonna... the Dread... He's just consistently getting frozen. A 25% chance to thaw. So I guess for now we're just gonna be... Are gems sealed after casting and I'm just not... Oh, he's got extra traits. Never mind. So one of the body parts must be doing something that is causing our gems to be sealed. And that is already setting in. Let me also unseal our spell gems with the Astral Dimension. Yeah. And now the Rift Dancer can... you don't have Arcane, so I don't know, just feign death, I guess. Meraxis is gonna have to do a nice Entangling Roots again. Alright, good stuff. Now you should have infinite spell casting, so let's do a Clayman. Now the Dreadwide is still not gonna get a turn. We only have a 25% chance of him getting a turn. But you do have Arcane, so... I don't know, just do a Feign Death, I guess? No, you're not... It's not gonna help if you do Feign Death, so you just do a Clayman. Keep doing Clayman on you. Dumpling, you do have Arcane, so do keep doing Clayman, and then once we get a chance to go, it's gonna be pretty good. Probably should have been doing some root entangling. But there isn't much that he can do at this point. He's pretty much screwed already. So this time with you, I'm gonna do an Entangling Roots. And hopefully our... I was gonna say, hopefully our Dreadwide gets a turn. I tell you what, one more Clayman. One more round of doing Clayman, rather. And you can keep doing Feign Death. Good hit. Now that one body part is confused. What does the head do? Increases the potency of the burning debuff. I don't think we need to worry too much about it with all of the buffing we've done. But I do want to do this. Now Frozen is gone from the Dreadwide. So... next turn you will be able to move, but we will also be able to do some fun stuff like this. And oh, I guess we're just gonna win instantly. Yeah, this boss doesn't really have any good way to counter us, because oh my god, still not getting kindling. This could be good because often we gain a lot of maximum health without gaining the health itself. So it could be a nice roundabout way of getting damage reduction. Critical... yeah, let's go with Bolster. Okay, and what is our heaping treasure? Nothing rare, so we're going straight to the reputation, which is now up to level 40. We should get an achievement for that. Yeah, Chaos Guild Cooperation 7 and 8, because we got enough. Oh, and beating Nebudar the 7th time. I really hope that by the time we are ready to farm for dumplings that we have kindling. Because let me just take a look at this. Look at our anointments, our Hell Knight anointments. We've got 4 out of 14. We're not getting kindling, but at least the list of options is getting narrowed down. I will just summon one group of pumpkins, just because, you know, we are still in search of this card. Alright. And let's just try not to worry too much about their extra traits, and let's just try and kill them quickly. We've got 4 more of them to take down. 3 more after this group. And all 3 of them are in sight. So this is going to be a quick little farm session. Yeah, I think summoning 20 of them with extra traits would be a bit much, just because eventually you'll run into someone that does something really annoying and force you to go into extra turns, like this guy who's gonna resurrect as this random creature, which we did shut down, but you never know. Sometimes they do have annoying revive synergies. Right, how do we get to this guy? You can just go up and around. Okay. Yeah, another resurrection. Okay. Take you down as well. No card so far. Let's just quickly check with the candle. Just because it's a tradition at this point. I always check just to make sure I didn't accidentally find the card and then click past it, but as always, it is never the case. This time, before I forget, immediately I'm going to set a new bounty, because I have forgotten to set it in the past, and it's always been annoying. Alright, set a new bounty, once again with Nebodar. Until he coughs up kindling, we are going to just continue to savagely beat this guy. Just give him a awful, terrible beating. He knows what he needs to do to make it stop. All he needs to do is just give us the one thing that we're looking for. Our hunt is done. To start a new hunt, let's sort by knowledge. I'm gonna do another rank A creature whose card we already have. Let's go with a Sparktail Searcher. Well, first of all, let's start a new Keyforge. Let's take a look at our prophecies. Ooh, almost. I think it's time to hand in. Oh, okay, it's time to hand in the Rune of Prophecies, which means I should have. So, hang on. Let me turn in my rune. Get another 35k. And yeah, I could have possibly gotten some stuff done. Missions of any type. Yeah, we could have made some progress on that. Forage missions. We weren't running a forage mission. Buried treasure. Okay, so we didn't miss out on any, but still. I should have checked. I should have checked. So we are going to start a forage mission. Well, first of all, a new hunt for a Sparktail Searcher, whose card I believe we already have. In fact, let me just quickly check it again. We can check it via the bestiary, or we can go here and you can see the creature names. Yeah, we do have the Sparktail Searcher card. Start a forage mission. I think we are full up on missions. We are full up on missions. And yeah, another S rank creature in the bag. Alright. And this time we don't need to do any rolling. However, enemies are going to copy our spell gems. Our spells are going to have less charges. Enemy stats are going to be swapped. But we should be fine to just jump into a random realm. Path of the Damned. Okay. One thing that I have kind of been neglecting, and which I need to do more often, is I should be checking with the different realms to see if there are creatures we can buy. And just buying all of them. And we'll wait for these Ooh, okay, here's another one of these guys. Wait for these messages to pop. And inevitably, in this group, there's gonna be one creature that we simply have not seen at all. So if we go to our bestiary now, if we go to sort by new, I guess in this case, we've already seen all of these creatures, but often when you buy creatures, you are often when you buy creatures, okay, I shouldn't be wasting mana for creatures I already have. It gives you the mana, it doesn't unlock it. You know what? I am a fool. I've been wasting so many emblems. I should only do that for creatures that aren't on our list. Okay. Well, now that I've wasted about, several hundred emblems, at least now I won't be making the same mistake again. At least now I won't be making the same mistake again. Alright. It will make it a bit harder, to be sure, when we go into a new realm and if there are creatures to buy. It will make it harder. Hang on, let me check something. If we go to our bestiary, and if we go to new, or I guess go to the skeleton creatures again, I don't think we were encountering these guys in the realms. Hang on, let me get to the bottom of this. Because we only started encountering the... Where are the skeletons? There we go. We don't have any of them at all. And I believe once we've unlocked them, we'll start encountering them in the realms. I think maybe that's how it works. Because we have started encountering Griffin veterans now that we bought. Anyway. I am not sure how this works. Next realm we go to where there are creatures to buy. Maybe I won't buy all of them? I don't know. A little unsure as to how this works, because we did have to buy the Griffin veteran before it started showing up. I'll have to think about it. Alright. Anyway, let's fight the Spectre Master, who we've only beaten twice. Can we just finish you off? Oh, we don't have any extra attacks or casts. Well, that sucks. So let's just do this. And annoyingly, they're copying our spell gems. Miraxus can just do this. All right. Like, I wonder if that's... Hang on. Let me go back to my bestiary. If I... You look at the creatures and it'll show you what their source is. Like this one is specifically from a god shop. So it's the one we've got 0 knowledge with. Okay. I see. Alright. I see. Okay. Hang on. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try summoning at the candle a creature who we have knowledge with, but who we haven't previously summoned. Okay, so let's first pick out such an example. So, for instance, Bob and Weave is going to be really annoying, but let's try and summon a Vulpuri, and let's see what happens. Oh, it's just gonna summon them even though we haven't bought them. Okay. So you don't need to buy them before you can summon them. This is a big mistake that I've been making. I've been wasting a lot of emblems on it. Emblems are precious. They are precious things. I was thinking you had to buy them, even like similar to dumplings in a way. Like you can encounter them, but you can't summon them directly unless you do the thing that the game wants you to do. But unless it's a thing that doesn't show up in the realm, at all, and it's only in the shop, then when you have knowledge with the creature, you can summon it. Okay. Like I said, I'm this deep into the game, and I'm still learning new things, although this arguably should have been a thing that I knew all along. One thing I want to check. Let's look at the, let's try and find the elementals. It seems like they do have cards associated with them, because they don't have this icon. So we're not wasting summons by summoning them, or like wasting resources. All right. Good to know. I'm learning how this very complicated game works. Hey, look, we get a another stone. Not a great one, but you know what, it's fine. And let's just carry on through this realm. Yeah. I estimate that I've wasted about, between different realms, about maybe 300, 400 emblems, just summoning things that I don't really need. It's not that bad though. The only thing you really need emblems for long term is keys for the Gate of the Gods. And before you can even get them, you need to reach rank 50. And before you can reach rank 50, you've got to get a whole bunch of favor. So by the time that time comes, we will have rebuild our emblem economy, but you know what? We did waste a few. Ooh, and here's our final quest object. It was kind of blending in with the background a little bit. Okay. What I will do is I will summon sort it by race again, and I'm gonna summon two groups of what were we working on? Pumpkins. Actually, let's do three groups, because we summoned one group of the Valkyries. That can count as some of our farming. And hopefully we can get through these guys pretty quickly. Pretty quick so far. Pretty quick so far, alright. Alright, go with you as well. One thing I will check, because Griffin Veterans or Stag Guides are two creatures which I did have to buy, which simply were not appearing at all. Like when we bought them, we had rank F. And I will check to see if they now appear as normal enemies. It might be that you have to pay at least once for the creature to then have a chance to show up as an enemy in the realm. Because let me go back to our bestiary and let's take a look at the skeletons again. Oh. So they are exclusively from the God Shop. If we go to the Griffins, beautiful that we've, oh no, these are the Golems, where are the Griffins? Beautiful line of cards that we've all gotten. So the Griffin Veteran we had to buy from the Life Guild. But I do think it started appearing as a normal enemy. I'm gonna, okay, hang on. Where were the rest of the Griffins appearing? Unsullied Meadows, Feylands, okay. And what about the Stags? Similarly, Unsullied Meadow, Feylands. So the next time we're in either of those realms, let's see if these enemies are now appearing as normal enemies. And if that's the case, it might be that you've got to buy these creatures, or that buying them does something. It might still be the case that it's not a worthwhile way to spend your emblems. Okay. We will do an experiment in the next realm we go, just to check something. Just to check something. There are no more enemies. I think we can rush to a new realm, but before we do, we've got to head home. Excuse me, deal with the Goblet of Trials. How long has this been going? 39 minutes, so making pretty good time. Another almost 16k. And let's randomize this. Hang on. I wanted to check something. We beat the Valkyrie, but I don't think it gave us mana to summon it. Now that I think about it. Because I don't think the message popped up. Let's go to our bestiary. Yeah, we beat the Valkyrie. It did not give us any mana to summon it. So, I guess you do have to buy them if you want to summon them. So I'll keep that in mind the next time I'm in a realm. Oh, this is a great bonus. Because this is such a great bonus, I'm gonna cheese things a little bit. I'm gonna go to the Caustic Reactor. What was the other realm which had a good chance of giving you Bomb as a debuff? Anyway, I'm gonna go to the Caustic Reactor, because we might be able to just bomb the enemies to death. A Tartaret's realm, right? Or was it a Gonfurian's realm? It might have been Gonfurian. Hang on. I wish there was a... Let's do Caustic Reactor. Haven't been there in a while. And it does have mini boss rooms as well. So if we go to the shop, there are gonna be creatures. The Tox Dwellers. And I'm actually gonna take a picture of this list. And I am going to go to my what was it? My bestiary, and I'm gonna see the Tox Dwellers. I have a card for one of them. It must have been a random find. So which one of these don't I have? Okay, I have the Bloodbather, Decoy, Mutant, Slasher, Parasite. Okay, so there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in our list. So we don't need to buy any of these if it's simply a matter of getting knowledge about it. If that's how this is gonna be. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna try and get some debuffs on our enemies before we do anything. Oh, hey, look. Got some golems. Is there a golem enemy that we unlocked? Hang on, let me check our go to our bestiary, our golems. Alright. Seems like all of them are... Oh no, the Pumpkin we have to buy from the Chaos Guild shop if we want to summon it. I wonder if you have to buy their card before... Sorry, be able to summon them before you can get their card. That can't be true, because we have cards for others that we haven't bought yet. But maybe, maybe there's some weird, exception where you can find their card from random loot if you haven't summoned them, but you can't find it from fighting them. It's probably not true, but, you know, this game does have some odd exceptions for things not working the way you would expect them to. Alright. This could be an annoying fight, but they're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. And just die, please. There we go. Okay, so we would have to buy the Pum King from the Chaos Guild shop. But before I buy it, I do want to check, first of all, whether buying it will cause it to start spawning. Secondly, and I guess this is something that we can't test immediately, but like secondly, whether buying it has any effect on getting the card. Why are these guys? I thought the bomb was gonna kill them. Is it because they have less damage taken or something? Or less indirect damage maybe? I don't know. Hey, look! Here's why you play on a high loot bonus, because you get free cards sometimes. This is from the animation set. Inverted debuff is something that we don't really use, but it's good to have a card nonetheless. Just because these guys are dying the way they're supposed to. These guys are dying. It's that one enemy we were fighting was just unreasonably tanky. These guys should also die. There we go. So suddenly this has turned into a wonderful realm for farming. Okay, let's get some more debuffs, buffs for ourselves, and debuffs for enemies. Scorned and burning, and death. Alright. Oh, you are actually a mimic. I am okay with that. You also had too much life on you to be killed by that. That's okay. Alright. I'm learning a lot about how the unlocking creatures mechanic works in this game, but I do feel like there's a lot left for me to learn. And unfortunately, a lot of it I'm just gonna have to figure out myself, because I don't think there's gonna be documentation on this specific question that I have. Smogs should be easy to just bulldoze. Yeah, all they do is they're buffing the poison debuff, which is not a thing we need to worry about. Just kill them, and for our 5th win against them, our mastery is now 5, and we get the costume as well. Hey, look, a garbage netherstone. The Barons is Isaros, one of my favorite realms. Alright, now we go up and around. Get more favor. I want to check something. Again, if I go to my bestiary and if I look at our griffins, we only bought the griffin once, but now it seems like we're able to summon it like this. Or I don't know, maybe the ones from the guilds are different from the ones in the god shops. I don't even know. One thing I do know is I want to find my candle. Oh, we've got some mini boss realms as well. Should definitely deal with those. They're probably going to be a bit too tanky to die. No, never mind. I was going to say they're probably going to be a bit too tanky to die from the bomb. But nothing could have been farther from the truth. Finding a lot of nether stones that are ultimately not that helpful for us, but it's okay. Ultimately, they will be useful. So why are these guys? I guess these guys are tanky, sure. This mini boss lasted one extra turn, boo-hoo. Alright, go this way, down and around. Where is the candle? Because we are going to summon 20. I don't think our fortune is at... Yeah, our fortune's only at 80%. So we're not going to summon many more of them. I'll just do one group of 20. Oh, the candle was right in front of me all along. So let's just do 1, 2, 3. Oh, and there's one other enemy that we hadn't killed apparently. So we'll have to kill one of these guys and then go back. I guess we'll kill a couple of them. And then we'll summon one final group, and then we'll go around full clear this realm. Like one does. And I should think not having bought them shouldn't affect our chance of finding their card. I am a bit worried though, because summoning them at the candle, well, it gave us knowledge with them, so that is working properly. Like, I'm just a bit worried that I'm wasting my time farming something that cannot be obtained, is my only worry. And I guess in terms of buying them from the Chaos Guild shop, it would be an easy thing to buy, because we won't have to spend emblems, it'll just require some regular resources. I do want to run this experiment. We are now S rank with the Pum King. I do want to farm these guys for a bunch of episodes if necessary, just to see if this is required in terms of tracking down an enemy's card. My instinct tells me that not having summoned them shouldn't affect your chance of finding the card, but again, don't know for sure. Do not know for sure. Alright, let's just go through, let's go through this group. We'll farm these for a while. We're doing it for science. And all it will take is, one instance of us finding the card on this one enemy to settle the debate once and for all that you can indeed find cards, even if you haven't bought mana for summoning them. Okay, oh right, I never actually summoned the Griffin Veteran after buying it. Right, here's... And there is a Griffin Veteran as a part of this party. So that answers another one of our questions, which is, yes, after unlocking creatures, which sometimes you have to do by just buying them, they can then begin to appear as random enemies. So maybe there is some point to buying enemies, like to buying creature summons, spending your tokens on them, your emblems on them, because then they'll start showing up. Alright, anyway, let's just go back to Castle Darius and start wrapping up this episode, because we are approaching the 1 hour mark. Alright, is there anything for us to do in here? I don't think so. This is filling up like normal. What's the state of our piety? We're getting there. Not too long from now, we will have to summon another group of... another thing, another relic at the reliquary. I'm also going to check my prophecies. Do we have to do arena battles? I kind of skipped through this. I should have checked which false god we had to fight, but we're probably gonna not do this unless there's some pressing reason for us to delay. This is probably gonna be the one square that we haven't completed, but it doesn't look like we have arena combat. We do have Siralim. We have got to dig up buried treasure. So I'm gonna go ahead and just quickly play Siralim. Get that sorted out quickly. It's with you, right? No, it's with you. Let's just do 3 tickets, and hopefully we get notoriety. There we go. 1,000 is good. Some random treasure, fine, I guess. Another... Oops, skip ahead. Almost made it to that other bit of notoriety. 2 turns remain. We get some of this stuff, and I think this is going to be the end. This is going to be the end. We get some of this stuff. But we completed that prophecy task, and now let's look at what we accomplished this episode. We learned a bit about how creature summoning works. You can summon creatures at the candle without having bought them, but it won't give you mana for summoning them. Some creatures, you can only get mana for them at the after buying them from the god shop. One thing I will do though, I will summon 1 Griffin Veteran. I'll summon 1 Griffin Veteran just to see if we get mana for them when we find them in the wild. Because right now we should have 0 mana for a Griffin Veteran. Where, what? Have I already overshot the mark? GH. Oh yeah, okay, no, the Griffin Veteran has simply disappeared from this list. I was expecting to see it with 0%, but to see it with 0%, you've got to go to the bestiary. And now, if we go to Griffin, yes, Griffin Veteran is at 0%. So we'll keep an eye out. If we find them in the wild, will we then start being able to get the mana for them simply by running into them? Or do we have to buy it from the god shop every single time? That's going to be something to test out in the future. But anyway, for now, again, let's take a look at what we accomplished. We beat the false god Nebodar. He has yet to give us kindling, but we're going to keep beating him until he does. Other than that, we got an achievement. We got the Buffer 10 achievement. Yeah, let me take a look at that. I didn't even notice when that popped. For buffing creatures 100,000 times. Good job, us. We also beat the Master of Spectres, the Master of Smog, and we beat the False God and got some achievements for leveling up with our Chaos Guild reputation. But yes, this was a fun episode. We even found a card from random loot, one of the animation cards. So, not the one we were farming for, but the one, or like one that we got just as a bonus. But yes, that is going to be all for this episode. Nice and relaxed one. I think I'm going to keep to this length rather than forcing myself to do stuff. Just because I think at this point we are all resigned to the fact that this is going to be a multi-year project. So you've got to pace yourself when playing, and don't try to do too much of it, because what you don't want to do is burn yourself out early on a multi-year project. But anyway, that is going to be all for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you'll join me for the next one, and until then, take care.